What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the 60th edition of Debate and Destroy, the one and only channel where we take two legendary albums, go track for track to find out which is the better. I'm your host, Blackout Bill, joined. I'm like, what are you laughing at already, this fucking guy? Because I'm throwing bows already. I'm your host, as always, Blackout Bill, joined my co-host, as always, the Fiend from Carrizo Springs.
Loco JJ.
Loco JJ's in the mix, and today we have a special battle brought to you by the returning guest, 2 episodes in a row.
That's right.
He did them on a month. We're in the same clothes. These are different days and times, though. 2 weeks apart. I promise they weren't back to back. And he's back for another one. The man, the myth, the legend, Samwise Gamgee, the Destroyer.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, he went
Bring
power metal
the
for this
power
one.
metal.
We're doing power metal. We gotta do it.
No screams. He went straight power metal. But yes, sir. If you've never tuned in before, we go track for track. The track that gets 2 out of 3 gets a point. The album that has the most points at the end of the debate is the winner. So that's how we go. But anyway, we're here today to do a big one. If you didn't already read the screen, I guess a big one. I think for some people it could be big, could not be big. But before I say anything, Sam, you picked this debate. Why don't we listen to your logic on why these 2 albums against each other?
Okay, so obviously, like you said, if you read it, you already know what we're talking about. But this is going to be Iron Maiden's Peace of Mind,
1983.
1983, versus Halloween's Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2.
1988.
1986.
Oh, is it 86? No, it's 88.
That's Part 1.
No, it's 88, bro.
Please tell
Excuse
me that
me.
you, please tell me
Excuse
you listen
me.
to the right.
I listened to the right album.
I don't think you had them in the right order though, because you have Save Us.
It says 86.
Yeah, but you have Save Us in the wrong spot.
Okay. Well, either way, just keep going.
All right, so Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2 versus Peace of Mind. So these are both some great freaking albums. I'm pretty sure that most Iron Maiden fans would say this is probably, if not the best album, their favorite album. I mean, come on, we got the Trooper on here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for Halloween, a lot of people sleep on these guys. Not a lot of people are as aware of them.
I think that's true. I mean, when it comes to the power, like people who like power metal,
They're going to know, yeah.
Yes, they know Halloween.
I mean,
And
they're one of the grandfathers.
Yeah, and for me personally, I have seen. Hold on. I wonder why my track listing was like that. Either way, keep talking. You can't distract me like that.
We do have a small little track listing issue. I'm going to go ahead and explain that really quick.
Yes, please explain it to me.
Yes. So, what Will ended up looking at is, I'm going to assume Spotify, Apple Music, one of those.
I'm a title guy because I'm an elitist.
There we go. Okay, he needs that flack. He needs the flack.
I need the flack, dude.
Yeah.
Don't give me flack about my flack.
I'm not going to give you flack about your flack. I have a lot of flack on my phone, and I use Spotify. I don't even know why it's there. It's just taking up storage.
Yeah.
I have Twilight of the Thunder God on flack. Why? I don't fucking know.
Hey, but anyway,
Yeah,
okay,
but-
so I had it wrong because it's a bonus track.
It is a bonus track.
Okay.
However, on the North American release, the initial CD release, Save Us wasn't actually a bonus track. It was actually track number 6.
Yeah.
Track number 6 is Save Us. Okay.
Yeah, so
And so everything else moves down then.
Yeah, everything else moves down. So right between We Got the Right and March of Time.
Got you. Okay. I got it.
Yeah, so it is kind of odd. It's not even on my vinyl release.
It makes
that
a
I have.
difference, though.
It does.
It does, dude.
Because I mean, the last 2 songs on these albums are both their longer ones. They're their bangers.
Yeah.
They're the ones that's just like, we're closing out these albums.
We'll get to it, but
Yeah,
it makes
of course.
sense why they put Save Us, because we'll talk about it. But
Oh, yeah,
it
definitely.
makes.
Yeah, I was about to say,
There's
though,
a
that kind of
reason
disappoints
why,
me
yeah.
because Save Us and Tame I think go very well together.
They
But
do, but so does. But we'll get there.
Yeah.
And look, for all future episodes, we're going original European release.
Well, we had the same problem with one of the first episodes I was on. It was Stradivarius versus Sonata Arctica.
That's right. All these fucking European bands, when they do the U.S. release, it's a whole different. Like, I think
Exactly.
even Judas Priest with
Judas Priest,
Yeah.
Hellbent for Leather has a completely
Hellbent for
different
Leather.
name.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But one of the big reasons why I chose these guys is Halloween. A lot of their members have worked with members of Iron Maiden in the past.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and
Nice.
I actually have a few of them to talk about as we go along. But also, this one album, Loudwire named it the #1 spot of the top 25 power metal albums of all time.
Yeah, I read that too. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I can take it.
Yeah.
I can take it.
Meanwhile, the
I
new
can dig
Rolling
it.
Stones album guide of 2004 gave Peace of Mind 2 stars.
Out of 5?
Out of 5. Gave
Are
it
you
2
serious?
stars.
Rolling Stone?
Rolling Stone.
Dude, Rolling Stone can suck a fat fucking dick.
Seriously,
What?
I
That's
found,
the stupidest shit I've ever
That's
heard.
what we
actually
talked about
found it.
critics on the last episode.
I found it. I found the stands online to go through it, to look through it, and yes, they actually gave it a 2-star.
That's
It is-
insane.
That's
it is
absurd.
abysmal.
That's-
Every other metal album on there was sitting right around there as well, between 1.5 to 2.5. And then freaking like Elton John and everything's way higher up. I get why Elton John is high up there. But come on, these are really important albums by really important bands.
Well,
that shaped
the main
everything.
thing is, though, no one looks to Rolling Stone for metal reviews. I mean,
No one's looked to Rolling Stone, period.
well, I don't know. A lot of people, a lot of like the boomers and like the wow, they gave Led Zeppelin. Well, I can't even get into that. But
The people that get mad about Greta Van Fleet for just being Greta Van Fleet.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I could see it. But anyway, so one thing I want to say about Peace of Mind, if we're gonna, because I know you gave us a Halloween.
Right.
Peace of Mind in the first 7 Maiden albums, which I know we're diehard Maiden
Yeah.
fans. I know you're pretty much a diehard as well.
I wouldn't say so much. I will 100%. I 100% respect almost every single thing that they do, and there are plenty of songs that are near and dear to my heart. Oh my God, Fear of the Dark is so freaking good.
Yeah.
But I'm not as big into them as I would be a lot of their.
Okay, well that's great because I am a massive Iron Maiden fan. I grew up with Iron Maiden. They're one of my favorite bands of all time.
Exactly.
Oh, they're
I
great.
think their first 7 albums are like absolutely untouchable. But the reason I wanted to bring up Peace of Mind is because it's funny. I don't know why this one is ranked. I've seen like people rank it really high in the Iron Maiden catalog.
Yeah.
But for a long time, out of those 7, like so I could go down the list, but like up until Fear of the Dark, all the albums before Fear of the Dark basically are the ones that I love. I wasn't like, oh, this one's like top 3 or top 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Like,
a
I
lot of
always-
people do rank it as their top Maiden
I
album.
have seen that.
Yeah.
And I think it has a couple of the biggest songs and some good stuff. But re-listening, I was like, okay. This
It's a banger.
This is another great fucking album by Maiden.
But I still definitely don't.
And I've
personally, I hold Power Slave over this one.
I do too. I would probably take Power Slave still. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, come
me
on,
too.
Ace is High. Ace is High and 2 Minutes to Midnight. That's enough right there. That's enough.
I think
to
it's
say
their best
great.
album, personally.
Power
but-
Slave the song,
yeah.
but no,
Yeah.
that whole and the Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. But anyway, I don't want to get lost.
that's
in
not
the-
what we're talking about
Yeah,
today.
but for the Halloween side, I'd heard the name. You had brought them up. So many people, and I like power metal.
Yeah.
But I'm not like a diehard power metal person, just because I think some of the tropes are just too redundant for me. Like I like them, but I don't like. And I'll get into more detail of what I'm talking about later on in the episode. But I've always heard that this was like the
album.
the pinnacle of
this
power
is the pinnacle,
metal.
and
Yeah.
it's so early on in metal's history,
And they're highly praised. They're highly
highly praised.
Oh, yeah.
German,
Yeah,
German, highly praised. And like it's just like the beacon. Every time someone's like, "Oh, Power Metal's like, have you heard Halloween? Have you heard Halloween?"
Yeah.
It's like,
See,
no,
it's
I have
fu-
not heard the Keeper of the
it's funny
Seven
'cause
Keys.
Anytime anyone talks about power metal with me, it's always, oh, do you listen to Dragon Force?
Well, one conversation I want to get. Well, I don't even know about this. It's like the distinction between power and epic.
See,
Ah.
that's the thing, because there is like such.
Because in that vein, we can go. And they're kind of this own little
Like
subgenre. We have-
Sabaton and-
no, we have power, we have epic, folk, and like Nightwish. What do you call that? Symphonic.
The symphonic,
Yeah,
yeah. And, like,
those are all
epic-
kind of in their own little.
They're
They
all
do.
in their own
they
little
have their
world.
little
They-
own nuances that
Yeah.
I would put them all in one genre. Personally.
Yeah, but like they all
Minus folk.
mesh together in a way. Like I always consider like
Yeah,
epic
but-
to be more like neoclassical type of stuff.
Yeah, because even like my favorite folk metal band, which is Mago de Oz from Spain, I love those guys. They have a lot more to do with power metal than like a thrash or you see what I'm getting at? Like,
Whereas like Elevati, they're another really big folk metal band. They don't really go towards the power metal
Okay,
scale
got you,
like
got
at
you.
all. They
Yeah.
are definitely more on the death metal side of things.
got you. Okay, yeah, but I've seen anyway. That's a whole nother discussion. All that to be said, Halloween. This was my first time actually listening to this album in full, so it was good
Awesome.
to do Virgin Ears versus an
Yes.
album that I've heard a couple of these songs like way too many times.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
I'm so excited for this.
Okay.
I want to hear
Yeah,
what
I
y'all
was
think
pleasantly
about these
surprised with
albums.
both albums. I hadn't
Have
learned
you-
Peace of Mind in a long time, and Halloween's this album we talking Keepers of Part 2, right?
Yeah,
Keepers
part 2.
Keeper of
Yeah.
the Seven Keys.
Hard. It was my first time listening to it. I was personally blown away, dude. I really enjoyed it. That singer is amazing. What's his name? Michael or what's his name?
So that singer, and I'm gonna mispronounce a few of these despite my German. I'm
You're
gonna
good, man.
Mispronounce a few of them. Michael Kieske?
Dude,
Something like that?
he is really
He's a
good,
great vocalist.
dude.
That
Jesus.
is- there's
He is a
no
great
doubt
vocalist.
about
He is not the only vocalist for them, though.
Oh, they have 2, right?
Well, now they have 3.
Jesus Christ,
Wow.
dude.
Yeah, so Kai Hansen is their guitarist, but also does the backing vocals. He was their original vocalist before Michael Kiske joined in.
Wow.
Was
On the
Michael
last album.
on?
He was on part 1.
Okay. That's all I
Yeah,
wanted.
because this is their third album. So Keeper Part 1 was their second album, and then
Okay.
whatever was before that.
Okay, got you.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so that all being said, let's jump into this. Let's jump into the debate.
All right.
Track for
Ooh.
track. I already explained the rules. Y'all know. Hopefully our longtime fans know. But let's get started.
I mean, hold on, real quick. I know we're cutting off, but the home team is obviously Iron Maiden.
Shit, I keep forgetting about the home team. Home team's got to be Maiden. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
There is no
It's
way
2
not
versus
Maiden.
1.
Even that, no,
I think it's all of humanity versus one.
well, yeah, because let's even. I can't.
Well,
even,
Maiden's just a massive. They're a way bigger band.
yeah, for multiple reasons, I can't even argue that. Let's
Yeah.
just start
Yeah.
with. Let's just start with which one has been more influential here in the States. I mean, come on, Iron Maiden.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so home team. We're gonna change the background. There it is. Okay, so we're
Which
inside the
means
jail. We're in the jail.
Which means I am not in home field advantage on this one, but I'm willing to fight.
Not at all. Okay, good. Thank you for reminding me,
Yes,
dude.
dude.
Fucking green screens. Okay, let's go to track number 1, Where Eagles Dare versus Eagles Fly Free. And I know there's an intro. We kind of chopped it off.
Yeah,
I mean, we can tie
It's
it
called
in.
Invitation, right?
Yeah, invitation.
Invitation.
I included my own listening. Obviously, if
Yeah.
it's not going to be there on my playlists. Obviously, because it's just
Yeah, you can mold them together. It's just an intro to Eagle
Yeah.
Fly
But
Free.
it is such a big intro, though. Just listening to it on
That's
the
an
vinyl,
epic.
Just
Yeah.
putting it on the vinyl and letting it just fade in from the invitation
Yeah.
over to Eagle
Sounds
Fly
great.
Free. So good, so freaking
Dude,
good.
this is a hard battle. I'm just gonna say it now. This is a hard
This is such a blowout,
battle.
dude. I'm sorry,
This is-
guys.
This
I
is a
can't
blowout
believe-
on this one. This
It's
is
You
a
a
blowout.
think
blowout to me.
so?
But listen, Where Eagles Dare is a really good song. It is a fantastic
It is a good
freaking
song, dude.
I love. What? I can't
even do
I
this.
can't even get the words out. The opening drum fill with Nico entering
is
the
amazing.
band.
His
might be-
first
hold on.
time.
Exactly. Might be the greatest intro to a drummer entering a band maybe ever, dude.
I will give you that. That is pretty fucking awesome. And this was his first album playing
Yes,
with
that's
them,
what
right?
I'm saying.
Yeah.
A great way to introduce a new drummer. Like, oh yeah, our last album, it
Let 'em
kicked your
get to
ass.
shine,
It was
dude.
amazing.
Yeah.
Number of the
Yeah.
Beast. And what are we gonna do from there? Here's a fucking drum. So just and so not just the drum fill. The beat that he plays in the back with the little.
Oh,
yeah,
the
dude.
entire
What
way
the
through
fuck
it
is
is
that,
He's holding
dude?
it down,
He's
man.
Dude, Nico
Yes.
is a legend, and he still plays
Yes,
it at
dude.
70. How the fuck does that guy do it?
He's
man?
amazing. He really is incredible.
But yeah, I
quite
love the
impressive.
riffs. Where Eagles Dare is I that one I honestly don't go back to as much as like some of the others. So
Really?
it was nice that like I threw it on. I was like, oh, that's right. This song is a fucking hit.
It's a
dude.
banger, dude.
It's a banger.
Dude has
Absolutely.
everything. In the middle, you get that drum solo.
Yep.
You get the
Yep.
guitar solo. You get the bass solo. And then
And
you get his
riff
vocals,
after
dude.
riff,
Riffs, dude.
after riff, and then when Bruce hits the line "Where Eagles Dare,"
Yeah.
too much,
that is
dude.
Pretty fucking
That gets me
badass.
every time because of the riff afterwards too. I gotta put on the intro.
Yeah.
Just for fucking out of respect.
I'm sorry. I do have a few time codes for Eagle Fly Free, though. So
Okay.
we need to make sure
Let's
those get played.
let's do one at a time.
One at a
I'm gonna
time,
go.
of course.
Sam, I just gotta hear this drum part.
Oh, I know.
dude.
I don't blame
That's
you.
a great intro, man.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
Dude, what a way to start an
Bro,
album,
I
dude.
know. Okay, because I love That's it.
I
right
just
there.
love how Steve Harris just refuses to play any sharps or flats. He's
Dude.
he's literally just playing E Frisian the entire time.
Dude,
That's all you need. Why do you need anything else?
Steve's a monster, man.
No, I can tell you why you might need something else. Go to time
Hold
code
on, hold on,
258.
hold on.
Yeah.
Let's go one song at a time. Okay, because Where Eagles Dare, the one thing too is that with Maiden, especially off the last album, the intro's Invaders, with the first song by Bruce, and I would take Where Eagles Dare way over Invaders. Like going back, I think if you would have asked
Yeah,
me
I
maybe
would.
like a year or two ago, I'd be like, Invaders, this is a better song. No way.
Invaders.
Bellagine. No, dude, Where Eagles Dare is significantly better than Invaders.
Ah, that's so
Honestly,
close to me,
I think-
actually.
I think Where Eagles Dare, if it wasn't, it should have been one of the singles for this album because I don't
yeah,
believe it was.
I don't think it was either. I don't know. That's a good question.
No.
I'm not sure if it was, but it's an absolute like gem. And I think because what are the other starting songs? I know on the first album it's Prowler, I mean, after this, we get Aces High, which
Exactly.
is like,
No,
holy
it
shit.
was just Flight of the Icarus and the Trooper. Those
Oh,
singles,
wow. Yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't see that. Would you take Aces High or Where Eagles Dare?
Oh,
No,
Aces
Aces
High,
High.
I
bro.
take Aces
Aces
High.
High
I
is
take Aces High,
incredible,
too.
man.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
both great.
Aces High
But
is
wow, for another like intro song that's banging.
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch over to Eagles Fly Free. Okay, or Eagle Flies Free. Fucking amazing song. Okay,
Yes.
great power metal song.
It is
I
a
like it
great
lot.
power metal song,
I
dude.
like it a lot.
Listen, I know what you're about to say. You're about to say, but
Oh, I wasn't getting to the butt. Like I thoroughly. Okay, let me ask this. I'll put it this way. Unless you want to give me more rants about why you love the song.
I
but
do love this song. It's pure
I would love
empowerment,
to know
man.
where this ranks
Yeah.
on this album for y'all.
It's
Like,
top notch.
probably second place.
Okay,
I agree with you, dude.
that. Yes,
Yes.
it's one of the best songs on the album.
Yes,
it's a
dude.
fantastic song.
I
man.
absolutely love it. Every single person on this song does their job.
Yeah.
Right. During the solo, you were talking about, Iron Maiden guitar solo, bass solo, drum solo for Where Eagles Dare. We're looking at guitar solo, then bass solo, then
No,
drum
when I was
solo,
saying
then
that, I
guitar
was
solo.
talking about
You
that.
were talking
Yeah.
about Eagle. I
Yeah.
thought.
Dude,
Well,
there's
we're gonna say the one.
everything
Yeah,
compressed.
There's
It's
everything
just
in
everything
Eagle
going
Flight.
for it, dude.
I think we're getting confused because of the eagle in the
There's too
title.
many
It's like, well,
eagles.
how many
There's too
eagles?
many
This eagle, that eagle.
And
Yeah,
also,
JJ was talking about Eagle Fly
Yeah.
Free. They have the separation of the solos. There's
Yeah.
no drum solo or bass solo.
No,
on-
there is. An Eagle Fly Free?
No,
No,
yeah.
no.
Why
Where
we keep
Eagles
doing this?
Dare? There's no drum solo in Where
No,
Eagles
there's
Dare.
no.
Yeah.
There is no. There's a lot of fills. I was just like, wait,
Goddamn
Okay.
Eagles.
what? Too many Eagles. Too many freaking
Fucking
Eagles.
Eagles. Fucking Eagles. I hate Hotel California. Anyway.
Really? That's the one good one.
Desperado?
I'm fucking with you. Even on that same album, Life in the Fast Lane and New Kid in
my
Town are
God,
both great
dude.
songs. Come on.
Okay. Anyway, Eagle Fly Free. Give me so.
All right. So there is so much going on with this freaking
There's a
song,
lot,
and I
dude.
love it. And one of the big things about these two bands, I love how they separate. They're both so good at telling stories, but Iron Maiden, it's always been more. The lyrics have always been more about literary references, singing out like books, different stories. This one's freaking about not reading shit on here.
I don't know. Is Where Eagles Dare based on some kind of story? Like I don't even know where the
Is it a
lyrics
war?
derive from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it
Book
could be.
and film of the same name, written by Alistair MacLean.
Yeah.
And directed by Brian Hooton. That's all I know because I don't
Okay.
actually know anything about the book or the.
I don't know. I've
Because
never
the
read
drums
that
are
book.
mimicking like a gun
Yeah,
sound.
yeah, because you hear a little bit of the machine gun in the
Oh,
background.
that's pretty
yeah,
cool. I
yeah,
didn't
it's
know
pretty
that.
cool. Yeah.
See, the first time.
Just selling me even more.
No, here's the best part. The first time I actually noticed that part of the song, I was in my car and I was thinking there was something wrong with my wheel bearing. It's like, what the fuck is that noise?
I didn't even notice that. That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
badass.
awesome,
But
dude.
with
Yeah.
Halloween, a lot of theirs, it's more emotional. It's more about the feeling of trying to go through life and just exist.
That's what I was saying, dude. It's pure empowerment, dude. You feel it. You
Exactly.
feel the song.
In
That's
the
the point of power
sky.
metal. That's
Yeah.
the point
That's
of
a power metal.
In the
yes.
sky, a mighty eagle doesn't care about what's illegal.
Down.
Come on.
Wow.
And fucking the bass part during that part, that is the one part, the pre-chorus is the one part on bass that I actually know, and that's what I usually practice.
Yeah.
When it's like I'm trying to get back into the rhythm because I fucking love it. And every single part of it, the vocals, how they hit those high harmonic notes, just
Yeah.
he has like a fucking 4-octave range.
Dude,
from what I was
his
saying.
voice is it's astounding. I mean, not to say that obviously Bruce is like amazing vocal. Everyone knows that.
yeah.
But
Yes.
this dude is like, it reminds me a lot of Jeff Tate.
Yeah,
Like very Jeff
Yes,
Tate.
it does, right?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of
Just-
Queensryche
yeah.
there. But
Yes, there is a lot of, it's like Queensryche, but just a little more metal. Like
Yeah.
the next, the more metal infused Queensryche. Like the next
which
iteration.
Queensryche
notch
is already
up, yeah.
is already prog metal by some people's standards. So
Yeah, they are definitely, but I don't think they don't do like the tropes of power metal are not in a lot of the early Queensryche
Exactly.
stuff. Like
Yeah.
you don't hear like just constant tremolo picking and double bass and Operation
no.
Mindcrime or
Yeah.
No,
Warning
but
or
Jeff
anything
Tate
like that.
does have a few tracks with Avantasia that
No, yes,
do
that. Yeah,
That's really
yeah.
great.
Later on, but what
Yeah,
I'm
later
saying
on,
is
but
like
definitely there,
Halloween was the one that really. It seems like I mean, someone could prove me wrong. Queensryche didn't bring that into the forefront. Like,
I don't believe so.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
but like
so give me the time code.
right.
Let's put on a time code.
Yeah, let's
you
go
get
ahead and-
one.
you get one.
I get one.
So choose
Okay.
wisely.
Well, let's face it. I'm a bassist, so you know I have to go.
Oh, I know where you're going.
Yeah, 258. Maybe
258.
maybe a couple seconds before, but 258, right about there.
I got you. Legend, dude. Legend. Got to go for the bass solo. Oh man, it's
I
glitching
have to,
out
but
on me.
all of the solos in this song are fucking fantastic.
This one, everybody goes nuts, dude.
Oh yeah.
Tears, dude, for the basses.
Dude, just cry,
Justice
bro.
for bass. Justice for bass. Oh yeah, come on.
And
That's
then
a shred fest, dude.
and this one is Kai's. This is Kai's solo.
Okay.
Yeah, because the first solo was from Michael Wyckoff.
Wow.
Wyckoff. And then here's the drums.
I love the phaser on the drums. I was about to say that's like always gets me, dude.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, we just keep it
We go
going.
literally,
Keep
we
it
go-
going.
It literally keeps going, dude.
Yeah.
I know, it really does.
And
No,
then-
but that's one thing.
And then right there, there's
And then his singing. And what does he say? What the fuck does he say after that?
because that
literally
that,
after the
'cause
chorus.
that's exactly
the main
what it
chorus,
said.
right? Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the pre-chorus because then it actually goes into the actual chorus. with
Okay,
the,
yeah.
Eagle fly free.
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near as good of a singer, so I don't even know why I'm trying that. But then they have the little trumpet fill right at the very end of the last
that drum
chorus.
part's really
That's
awesome.
funny, dude.
What's it called? I do love when people do drum solos or like have drum parts and they throw effects like that on.
Yeah.
Like it really makes the song like little sprinkles of effects, not where it's overdone.
Yeah.
But that, like, I love. Like a good phaser on the drums just makes it pop a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
I think it works really well with that. I wish some other bands would throw that in.
Yeah,
you know?
pretty much the only other thing that you get is some reverb when it's fucking in the air tonight. Just
Yeah, it's true. Or like reverse reverb for a lot of bands where they like have the
God,
snare
yeah.
that comes in like
wow.
before or the hi hat. JJ, come on, tell me about this. You're really gonna tell me Eagle Fly Free got you?
It did, dude.
You're
It's
telling
a
me that
great
Eagle is
song.
better than Eagle?
You're telling
Wait,
okay, maybe we should
so-
separate it. Halloween song. You're going Halloween over
Dude,
Maiden on this?
Invitation into Eagle Fly Eagle is just, it's a
Eagle
great.
Fly Free.
Eagle Fly,
Fly
jeez.
Eagle Fly Eagle.
It's just Fly Free.
There's too many Eagles, man. No, dude, the song itself is just so good. It really is.
But better than Where Eagles Dare. Come
It's
on,
close.
man.
I'm really
Come
torn.
on.
I'm truly torn. I really am.
'Cause
Sam, what are you picking?
Are you as torn as Natalie and Bruglia right now?
Because I'm assuming are you going with?
I'm going Eagle
Halloween?
Fly Free. Like, I'm going Halloween. Like, I 100% agree that Where Eagles Dare is such a good freaking song.
Yeah.
But I have
It is
history,
a good song.
I have a history with this album where if it's that close,
I'm
between
truly
the two,
torn.
It can't be a comparison.
What are you going with? Oh,
Come
obviously.
on, dude,
No.
Where Eagles Dare.
We don't even
bro.
have to
Oh,
ask.
man, dude,
Come
I'm the
on. I
fucking
mean, I gave it an
tiebreaker.
honest shake, but listening back to back, it's like, bro, there is no way in my mind.
They're both really close. I don't know what you're thinking,
this
dude.
one's definitely a
Yeah.
stylistic, personal choice on
Yeah.
this
No,
one.
they're stylistically, they're
Okay,
very
so
different.
stop preambling. Let's hear it.
God damn it, dude. I really just love everything.
Continues to preamble.
Free.
What is your decision?
I'm going with Fly Eagle Free.
Get the fly. It's called Eagle Fly
Eagle
Free.
Fly
God
Free.
damn it.
Jesus Christ, dude. I'm going with
You
that,
don't even
dude.
know the song
No,
title.
I'm going with that
See,
song.
that-
It's just, it
I'll be
has
pissed
everything
off.
that I
There's no
want.
way you believe in that.
I believe it.
You're a
I really
liar.
believe it,
Yeah,
dude.
that's one of the reasons why I love that I picked these two albums because both of them have Eagle in the
You
first
fucking
track.
asshole.
Hey,
You
we're
got
the one.
JJ's mind working fucking
We're the
overtime.
one that did Deceiver of the Gods versus War of the Gods on the last one. How is this any different?
Guess goes up one. I don't know about that. I don't like that. But what can I do?
Wow,
Oh,
dude.
also, Marcus Grosskopf, the bassist for Halloween, played a fretless on that song.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, that's a fretless.
And
for the
only
whole
on
time.
that song?
On this album, only that song.
Wow.
I mean, it works for the bass solo.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
It works for the
definitely
bass
bass
solo
solo.
and the interlude during the pre-chorus. It works really well during that.
Hell yeah. Okay, guys, let's move on to track number 2. Revelations versus You Always Walk Alone.
Oh, my
Let's
God,
start this
dude.
off.
This is...
Tell me about You Always Walk Alone.
Okay, start with you. You always mark. I started reading my notes already. I'm tired today. It's been a long freaking day, man.
Never mind. JJ, start with this.
You Always Walk Alone just reminds me of King Diamond. Like that main riff.
Oh,
it's
really?
so
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
dude. It's so catchy. It's super intriguing, dude. It's heavy. It has everything you want in a song, dude. It really is. Not just power metal, but just in a singular song itself, dude. The song smacks, bro. It has everything you want. It's awesome. I really do. I mean, there's nothing much more to say. I mean,
Hey, one of
the solo's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
The
one of the
drums are
things-
killer.
One of the things that I do love about it is just, again, just like talking about with the other songs when it came to literary versus emotional theming. I fucking love that this song, it's all about just addiction, depression, about how if you're not accepting help from others, if you're not asking for help for others, you just hold yourself in, you don't actually try to be better, you will always walk alone.
The lyrics are great on both songs.
They are.
Revelations
They
is
really
great
are.
on that one too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Revelations
fantastic. I mean,
reminds
it's
me of
inspired by Crowley. It's
yeah.
Aleister Crowley.
Hey, watch out. Watch out.
Revelations reminds me of Black Sabbath. Like it's
totally.
very Sabbath-esque, dude.
Yeah.
Like super.
I think Revelations is one that like I wouldn't have recalled, like I said, before I went back to the album. But I fucking love it, dude. It's an amazing song.
It's a good song.
I mean, I
It
like
is
both.
really good.
I
Like
think,
that's one that is being added to my playlist now because honestly,
fantastic track.
It sits so well. The way at the intro, just everything melds together exactly how it needs to.
Yeah, and the pacing of it, I love. Like going back and forth with like the dynamics. I think that's so. I think Revelations was like, if I'd compare it to something similar in Maiden's catalog, like Children of the Dam, I think I'd take Revelations. Like I really like
for sure,
Revelations.
too.
It's a solid, very solid track, super good. You Always Walk Alone. I also would put it in the top tier of this album.
It's
Like,
top tier
It's,
for me,
it's
too.
a great
It is
freaking
really good.
song.
I think it might be my favorite. I really do. In fact, I want to play my riff. I
Let's
really
do it, dude.
34
Let's do it.
seconds. I think it's a phenomenal riff, dude. I really
34
do.
seconds. You Always Walk
34.
Alone.
Let's go, dude.
yeah,
Get
we're
ready.
starting early on this one.
Oh, dude, you're gonna headbang. Just headbang right
Of course
now.
I'm going to.
Is that not fucking King Diamond,
That is
dude?
fair. Well, more merciful fate, but yeah.
Dude, it's so good. I love it so much.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
God, his voice is just so ridiculously high, dude. Like,
Yeah.
and it just feels like it sounds like, or it feels like it's just no effort to him as well.
Yeah,
Like, it doesn't sound
it
like he's
feels
straining
easy to him,
himself to
yeah.
just hit that because he's constantly there.
Oh, constantly, and even just watching. I've seen videos of them live.
was
I've
gonna
never,
ask you.
I've never been able to actually watch them.
Yeah, they don't think they come around the U.S.
Not
very
often.
often.
But there is a video. I believe that it's actually a Vakken where
nice.
all three of the singers are up on stage.
No shit.
Yeah.
Is he still? Can he still hit this kind of stuff?
I don't know. I can't recall if it's literally that high. I think they down tune it by maybe half step, whole step. But I mean,
Got
he's
you.
still in that octave.
Wow.
Yeah, it is freaking great. The thing that I love the most about this band is literally Michael Kiske left the band for a little while, went off to go do a bunch of other things, a bunch of other guest stars. New vocalist came in. Guess what? The guitarist Kai Hansen left around the same time to go do his own thing. The two of them came back while their quote-unquote new singer who had been playing with them forever stayed, and then all three of them were singing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I definitely recommend their newest album. It is a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
think
fun.
like this one, and I'm going to go out and say it. I'm going to take Revelations, but I think this one was closer. Like I think You Always Walk Alone might be my favorite song on the album. It's definitely up there.
Yeah.
I think there might be one more that I like better, but it's a solid freaking song.
It is, dude.
I'd love to know if he can't. Like, I need to go look them up live and like see their performance on something.
Yeah, I want to see their eyes
when
if
we're
we can
done
hit
with
it.
it.
Yeah.
I'm sure when we're done with this, we'll put on a video or
Yeah,
two.
we can do something. We can do something. But yeah, I'm gonna go Revelations, dude. Revelations, like I said, to reiterate, just because there's so many great Iron Maiden songs, like I slept on this a little bit. And I was like, man, listening back, what the fuck? This song's amazing. This A-side. This A-side's unbelievable for Maiden. So
I think one of the things about it is like it's definitely one of their slower songs, especially compared
Yeah.
to the rest of the album. A lot of people are going to sleep on it because of that.
Yes,
But
I agree, and I think that's what I did when I was really young. Because when I first got into Maiden, I've been listening like my whole life, but like when I remember like diving into the albums in depth. I was probably like in early middle school. But I think you're exactly right. It was like, oh, it's the slow song. I'm not really feeling it. And so going back now with fresher ears and putting it on, I was like,
There's a lot of depth to the song.
Yeah, it's
a lot of
amazing, dude. I was
melody,
like,
a lot
this
of
fucking
harmony. Like
Bust that one out. Bust that one out live. I'd fucking be like, okay, let's do it. So yeah, I'm going Revelations.
Yeah,
what about y'all? What are you going?
I have to be honest. It's not my favorite A-side from the Iron Maiden catalog. I think Power Slay's better. I think Somewhere in Time's better. I even think Number of the Beast is better, personally.
I do.
But
love
that being
Number of
said,
the
it's
Beast.
fucking
I
Iron Maiden.
had to,
What can
I
you
had to
say?
look. They have a lot of strong A-sides.
That's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
being said, it's Iron Maiden, right? They're
Yeah.
fucking amazing. But it's going against You Always Walk Alone. I think it's my favorite. And I have to pick that song, dude.
What?
I know.
I
I'm
can't
blowing your
believe
mind,
you're
dude. I am
fucking
blowing your mind. He's going loony, dude.
I don't even know if I can put this episode out. Sam, which one are you going with?
I was going to say, you always walk alone, and you might be right. I think this one's going to be a blowout that you're just going to be disappointed in.
I feel alone right now.
We're just gonna spend
He's
the
not
whole
going to publish this
We're
one.
just going to spend the whole time flogging Will. He's just going to be like, oh, I'm not sure I want to put this out here.
Maiden fans, please save me from these two fucking dum-dums. Please. All right,
That's
so
funny, dude.
Halloween gets the next point. Let's move on to track number 3. Flight of Icarus versus Rise and
This
Fall.
one's easy
This
peasy,
is-
dude.
I can't even with this.
If we
I
pick
don't
it-
even want-
if we just-
I would like to. JJ, you think it's easy? Please go ahead. Let's start.
I think it's very easy.
Sam, I have to be
I wanna hear.
absolutely honest with you, dude.
Okay.
After these two, it's over. It's a blow for me.
Oh, come on.
Dude, Maiden just fucking
Dude,
takes
Flight
over,
of
dude.
Icarus is
It
so
just takes
good,
Sam.
dude.
I love you,
But
man.
Did you know
And
that,
this power metal album is amazing.
Did you know that Bruce Dickinson and Steve Harris actually dislike this song?
I don't give a
I don't
shit.
give a
about
shit,
this
dude.
song.
Oh no,
I love it.
But
I love it.
Fuck them.
oh no, I know, but I just find it hilarious because they
Why
said
did they say it?
exactly the reason that I believe they released it too early as a single. As again, one of their not so heavy, not faster paced songs, a lot of people were
Dude,
disappointed.
the drums
in
are
it.
incredible,
The
And
drums
that's
are-
the
man.
reason they don't like it, because people don't like it?
No, they don't like it because
No,
they
people
wanted,
love this song,
They wanted it
dude.
to be faster. When it first came out, people
Oh,
didn't
okay.
like it. It was the Trooper that came out as their second single that fucking told everyone that this album was going to be badass. But people didn't like it when the single first came out. Now they play it live. It's faster. It is heavier.
This song is timeless, dude.
I
It
think
is
that it is
incredible.
absolutely
I love
great.
it. Might
And
be-
I don't have a problem with y'all saying that it is better than Rise and Fall, because Rise and Fall is one for me that again does also
Dude,
Rise and Fall.
Rise and
Yeah,
Fall is
I can
pure
agree with
cheese.
that.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I really like the song, but it's pure cheese when he's whistling.
Dude, the ending of Rise and Fall might be my favorite.
Dude, it's so funny, dude. I love it.
I gotta put this on.
But let me
Well,
say this
yeah,
really
yeah.
quick.
Go ahead, go
One
ahead.
thing about this song and also Flight of Icarus, they're both about hubris. Both songs are about being way too overconfident, thinking that you can do something and then just getting smacked down because of it.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that's
Yeah.
one thing
Yeah.
that
And I mean,
so great.
the story of Icarus is one of the most overly referenced things maybe
Yeah.
in ever. Like, because
Pretty
it's been
much,
forever
yeah.
that it's been
Yeah, probably.
a story. But they just nail it. Like, okay, Bruce's
I would-
delivery on that chorus is unbelievably good.
Oh no, I definitely agree with that. I'd say up the tempo by about 5 to 10%.
No,
And we'd be
it's
good.
perfect where it's at.
Yeah,
the,
that's
the
a good
song
tempo,
needs
man.
a little bit of a tempo.
Dude,
just a
Nico holds it
little
down,
I
bit.
dude.
disagree,
Yeah.
dude. I like the mid tempo.
I like it, too.
No,
Slow
after-
it down even more, dude.
No, because after Revelations, we already had a slow song with Revelations. Let's pick it
But
back
it's
up.
still-
No,
a little
it's
bit.
faster
heavier.
than
That's- okay.
Revelations,
It is.
dude.
It's
Yeah.
faster, but
Yeah.
we need to bring up
But
that, bring up that
fast
pace.
doesn't always mean heavy. Like, come on, man. That triplet riff just makes it. Dude, dunk, gunk, 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 gunk. I could do that very slow with him making over. Okay, from a live perspective, I would much rather have them slow this song down than play it faster and just be way too dramatic about it. You know what I mean? I think that'd be hilarious.
I'm
That'd
not
be
saying.
awesome.
I'm not saying we have to double the tempo. I'm saying just a
Yeah, I know
small
what you're
tweak.
saying.
Small tweak.
I know,
up.
I know. I understand that opinion. I'm just saying, for me personally, like, I would much rather have it just be like a gum, 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 gum.
See,
You know what I
see, that's
Yeah.
kind of like a grunge doom metal feel, and I like for me, that's not my thing. That's not really what I'm
I know.
into.
I can see that. But
Just,
what,
the song has a lot of girth, man. It's just like it has a lot.
it's
of,
girthy?
Oh, it's girthy, bro. It has a lot going on for it, dude. Nico is just holding it down. Steve is a fucking bad motherfucker, dude.
Oh, God,
dude,
yeah.
it's an amazing
dude, fly
song.
on your
yeah.
way like
Yes.
an eagle.
And
Yeah,
his
the lyrics
vocals
are
are
great.
so powerful
Yeah,
in
the
that
vocals
song.
are powerful.
Yeah.
The lyrics are powerful. I am not in any
I
way
think
saying.
one thing that about it that I would say maybe when it came out for the time and when people heard it is it sounds like a Dio song.
It
Like,
does
you know
a
what I mean?
little bit,
Like it's
yeah.
got kind of that heaven and hell.
Inspiration,
Ooh,
yeah.
I have a little bit of trivia about that.
Here we go.
Sign me up.
The producer of this album, Martin Birch, also produced everything from Iron Maiden, from Killers to Fear of the Dark, and also produced Rainbow, Rainbow Rising, Heaven and Hell, and Mob Rules.
Damn, that's fucking incredible. That's
Okay.
incredible,
Interesting.
dude.
I
Yeah.
wonder if that was he tried to push him in that direction. Who knows?
I'm not sure. I mean, he retired in 1992, and unfortunately,
Wow,
he's
dude,
no
what
longer
a catalog
with us.
for that guy.
I know, seriously.
That's amazing. But yeah, dude. Okay, everyone's got to listen to this end of Rise and Fall. What was going on in their heads when they put this on the record,
Cheesiness.
dude?
Yeah, it's piercing the
But that's-
horse and the goats and
Is it like it's like the last 10 seconds, right?
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Oh, hold on, I'll fast forward a little bit more.
You gotta play at least some of the good part.
Yeah.
Yeah, the horses, goats.
Yeah, it's a D&D session, you know?
That might be the worst ending to a song that it's one of the worst ones I've heard in a while.
It's not a
I
bad
really
song,
like the
though,
song.
dude.
It's not a bad song.
No, okay.
But what the fuck was Rise, Fall?
I do.
Dude,
Yeah.
No, I agree that does
sorry.
take away a lot from it.
It does. I was just like, not a strong finish. What the fuck with the animals? What with the whistle, dude? What?
I think a lot of it might be a reference to Animal Farm in a way, because again, the whole thing being about
great.
hubris.
You know, that's great. It's a reference to Animal Farm. But, like, okay, when Pink Floyd did it on, like, animals, there's just, you know, at the beginning, there's a little, you know, or pig or whatever for fucking pigs, 3 different ones. I don't know, or like the dogs barking in dogs.
Yeah.
This is just like, just random nonsense at the end, and I'm like, what, dude?
That's okay. I had a lot of trouble understanding the lyrics myself. My first few times listening to it, the second line of the chorus, "The prize for all," I always misheard as the Spice Melange, which is hilarious because we'll be referencing Dune later on anyway.
Are they really?
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
the-
Tame of the Lion
Iron,
is,
Iron Maiden
Dune.
references Dune later on this album.
That's what the song's about. The last one.
yeah,
The last track.
To Tame the Land. That's about Dune. In fact, it was
How did I not know
It's about
that,
the
dude?
Emperor or whatever.
Yeah, it was-
So I need to
yeah.
read lyrics more, man.
yeah, you need to-
I love music.
I think if you read the lyrics more, I think that a lot of these songs
Oh, you'll
you
love
might
it
enjoy
even more, dude. You will. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
So are you going to go with Flight of the Icarus?
Honestly, I will go Fly of Icarus. Rise and Fall is not one of my favorites on this album. There are,
Yeah, this
there are
should have been
things
a
I
sweep.
do-
And you fucked me up, by the way. I always say Flight of the Icarus. It's just Flight of Icarus. God damn it. Flight of Icarus.
I say D with everything.
I know, the muse. It's just muse.
I will say give Rise and Fall another chance with the lyrics in front of you and
Okay.
ignore the ending. I'm not
will.
saying you'll like it more than Flight of Icarus, but I think you will enjoy it more.
Got you. I will do that. Okay, let's go to track number 4. Die with Your Boots On versus Dr. Stein.
Dang.
I think this is a closer one.
This
It
one
is
is closer
closer,
than I
yeah.
expected.
You
That's
know,
for sure.
I think Die with Your Boots On, I've always had like a mixed relationship with that song.
That's a grower, dude. At first, I was like, wow, come on, this is kind of weak, dude. But the more you listen to it,
I agree.
the better
Yeah, I
it
used
gets,
to. I
dude.
think like it's an okay song. You know, it's not great, but yeah, going back and listening to it more, I was like, okay, if you're gonna die, I think that's the part.
Dude,
It's
and
the
the
pre-chorus that
guitar-
always fucking. When I'm like,
but the guitar
yeah.
work's awesome, dude. In fact, I want to play that riff, 323.
Oh shit,
Dude, that is killer, bro. Maiden's guitar work is just top notch, man. Like, there's no denying.
No, I
that,
agree.
yeah.
Like the dancing guitar, and the other thing too that we can talk about in the halftime is the production of the guitars too between these albums is
God,
staunch. Like it's a staunch.
Who's
difference.
who's the guitarist at this point? Adrian Smith and what's his name? Jesus,
Dave Murray.
Dave Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
323.
Yeah.
I love how everyone that was on this album is still with Iron Maiden.
Me too.
God damn, dude, that is so good.
So I love Iron. Dude, and Bruce at this last part makes the whole song.
It's so
literally
good.
that when he hits that last, you're just like, dude,
Bro.
get the fuck up. I am gonna die with my
Yes,
boots on.
dude, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your boots on. Dude, come on, dude. It's just so
Just start
good.
crying. Dude. Yes. That's too epic.
I'm serious,
man.
dude. Like, seriously, I was not a fan of the song, but the more I gave it a chance, I fucking love it now. I
This
can't get
song-
enough of it.
That song is
Yeah.
definitely a sleeper. I will say that whenever I put it on the record player, that's right, I have both of these albums on vinyl, but just
Oh, watch out. Big flex.
but no, with this particular song, with Die With Your Boots on the Ground, it was another one of those ones where it's like I'd put it on, just let A side go. And yeah, it didn't stand out that much to me at the time, but no,
Yeah.
after listening to it more and more and more, it definitely grew on
Yeah,
me.
I
over
think
time.
it's.
Yeah.
I wanted to dismiss it because of the redundancy of the line.
Yeah.
If you're gonna die, if you're gonna die, if you're gonna die, if you're gonna
It's very
All right.
repetitive.
I know,
Yes.
I
it's
get
so
it.
overdone. We've talked about how much it's been overdone before on plenty of other things.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's switch over to Halloween. Talk to me about Dr. Stein.
Dude, it has a groovy riff, man. That main riff is so super groovy, dude. It's awesome.
I'm from a riff perspective, I think that's the one thing where I might go like, okay, Halloween, maybe step up the riffs every once in a while. You know what I mean? Instead of just
riffs
tremolo
is
picking.
crazy good, yeah.
No, but this one I
Oh,
like.
yeah.
I do like the
Yeah.
riff a lot. Like it's a standout riff, especially when it starts. I think when he starts singing though, it goes back to tremolo picking. But
Yeah.
until I remember.
I'll let you know in about 20 seconds.
Tell me, go for it. Tell me about Dr. Stein.
Okay. Well, I was meaning that because of the music. But so Dr. Stein, obviously direct reference Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Frankenstein. This takes place after the monster is killed. More closely related to the book ending than the actual movie, because with the movie, different parts, put them together. The book, more of cloning, more of all this. The whole thing about this song is him going, hey, you know what? Now that my monster is destroyed, let's see what else I can do. Oh, I'm going to clone this woman that I'm interested in. I'm going to clone all these people. I'm going to make a rock band. This is going to be awesome. Oh, I'm going to clone myself. Oh, my clone killed me in my sleep. Yeah. Once
a
again,
story.
more fucking hubris, more of that
story.
shit of just like, I'm going... And as he's making more and more of these creations, they just keep degrading more and more and more. Just, I don't know, gives me a real Full Metal Alchemist vibe, personally.
Yeah, I didn't know it was about them. I'm glad that you said that, and I'm glad I say in Stein right, because sometimes they're looking to go Steen. Stein.
In the song,
I
they
don't know
say
which one
Stein,
it
but
is. Yeah.
That's right.
the correct German pronunciation is Stein. E before I is pronounced I before E is pronounced E. With the two of them, you go with whatever letter is last.
Now, why do you think he did that?
Break it down. Fucking biographer?
Call him up. You got the notes. You got the notes.
Yeah.
But I have
Yeah.
notes. Doesn't mean I have phone numbers. And I work at a call center. I'm not making a fucking phone call on my off time.
Oh man. No, but the Dr. Stein, I do think it was one of the better ones on the album. I appreciate the riff.
The
cool
drums
story.
are really good in this song, too.
Yeah,
Solid.
I
Another-
love like the instrumentation all throughout is
Yeah.
really good, but leaves a lot of room for the vocals to do what they're gonna do. And the vocal harmonies during the chorus are really good.
Yeah.
But there are some moments where the lyrics feel a little iffy because, again, just like Rise and Fall, it's not meant to be 100% serious. They're having fun with it. Of course, Dr. Frankenstein isn't going to be able to make a rock band in the 1920s out of clones that he made, but it's still fun to think about.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with "Die with Your Boots On." I think that was clearly obvious.
I'm going with Die with Your Boots.
Yeah, same here, dude.
Yeah,
It's too good.
I definitely feel like it was a hard decision, but no, Die with Your Boots On.
Dr. Stein's a
has
big
grown
song
so
for
much.
them, though, right? Live?
It is
It's
one
like
of the,
it's a
yeah,
big
it's
song.
one of the
Yeah.
ones they play.
It's
Yeah.
a
That's
staple
good
for
because
them, yeah.
I could see that being the case because it's definitely a top tier.
I think
song
it
on
would be
this
a
album.
good song live to hear, dude. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, guys, before we get into the blowout, let's take a halftime
do we even
real quick.
need to? Do we even
I don't
need
know
to talk
about
about that?
halftime.
Yeah.
Halftime.
That's
Let's talk
funny, dude.
Let's talk about the album covers. Keeper of the and this has no bearing on the debate if you haven't seen this before. Keeper of the Seven Keys is one of the funniest out. Like that
It's
album
hilarious,
cover.
dude.
I gotta get the
What is
vinyl,
it,
dude.
skeleton,
It's-
like
yeah.
a hand with a key?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
freaking
dude.
awesome.
Heaven's Gate? Is that Heaven's Gate or
It's
something?
like-
or what?
When I'm looking at it
much,
right now, it is just like that is so like when I think of power metal, that is the type of album cover I'm thinking I'm gonna
That's
see.
right, dude.
You should look at the album cover for part 1.
Oh, I've seen that one too. Yeah,
because that one's like the fucking Grim Reaper with the crystal ball kind of thing.
That's cool, dude.
I would prefer that one to be honest, but the second one is just.
I would listen to this.
I think it's the
Hero
art
Quest.
style. the art style. It reminds me of like fantasy novels.
Yeah, it
know?
really
It does, right?
does.
Yeah, when you look at them, like this could be a fantasy.
I'm telling you, dude, it's like D&D or Hero Quest or something like that. Something
Yeah.
of that nature. Yeah.
We could definitely put this on while playing
Yeah,
some D&D.
exactly.
Okay,
We could put either album on while playing some D&D.
Now, Peace of Mind might be my least favorite Iron Maiden of the original ones. It might be my least favorite.
Yeah, I agree,
See,
dude.
the
None
single,
of the
like
Beast
the
is
first
the best,
7.
dude.
the single cover for the Trooper was so much better.
I agree. I fucking agree.
Wait, I don't
that-
remember. How's that one look?
Oh, it just has Eddie
Dude,
with the
it's
flag, dude.
oh,
Look
Dude,
at
you've
his
seen
flag.
the shirt.
Yeah.
You've seen the shirt.
It's the
Everyone has.
best shit ever. Like
Yeah,
that
it's
one's
cool.
amazing.
See,
No,
I do still like Peace of Mind, just Eddie in the fucking straight jacket, but it's like it's still not
Dude,
as good as the
but
Troopers.
no, it's not. But it's not better. Okay, if we're gonna, it's not better than Iron Maiden the original. I think that one's
No.
hilarious. It's not better than Killers.
No.
Maybe someone could argue that, but I don't think so. Definitely not better than Number of the Beast album cover.
Number of the Beast is their
of
best album
course not.
cover. I think it's their best one. It's my favorite.
That's a bold statement. It's not better than Power Slave.
You think that's a bold statement? You're crazy, dude. I think a lot of people would agree with me on
Because
that.
they have so many good album covers. It's not better than Power Slave. Not better than Caught Somewhere in Time. Not better than Seventh Son.
Even their new one.
It's better than No Prayer for the Dying. But like I said, we stop at
We stop at Fear of the Dark.
yeah. Even Fear of the Dark, I take that.
I
album
love
cover.
Fear of the Dark's album.
That album cover is really cool, actually.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, dude, I don't know on this one. What do you guys would take album cover wise?
So
Oh,
really,
piece of mind. Come on, dude.
Really?
I
I don't know,
would.
dude.
I'm keeper on that one.
I think Keeper's hilarious.
Really? Wow.
Yes,
But-
dude.
but another
it's
funny
cheese
story.
in all the right way.
It is.
It's great.
Exactly.
That's good cheese.
The
gets the
vinyl,
job done.
the modern vinyl pressings all have a misprint on the actual sticker on the vinyl, and I'll show it to y'all in a little bit because I have it on my Discogs.
Oh,
but,
really?
Like I don't actually know if it was an intentional misprint or not, but I know that the original releases were nothing like this. But then it looked like they were out of like the sticker is out of phase from itself. It's
Oh,
weird.
really?
It's weird to
Interesting.
describe.
Yeah.
Like think like Into the Spider-Verse when like the rack focus, how it kind of like separates and looks a little
Oh,
blurry.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
that.
Interesting. Okay.
Go ahead and keep going. I'll
No,
see what
both
I can
get the fuck. I'm banning phones from future episodes with you two motherfuckers.
find. This is relevant. What I'm doing is fucking relevant here.
Yeah, JJ's
I'm not
over here.
being
Just he's already bored.
Yeah, he's-
Okay,
Do you want
JJ.
my
Oh my god.
Let me
my-
ask you a
Do you
question.
need my Nintendo Switch? Do you need to go play in the corner while the big boys are talking?
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Do it.
What is the best song for you on Keeper of the Seven Keys?
It's either one of the first two.
You think
for
you
sure,
always
yeah.
walk alone?
Probably it's my favorite.
Okay. And is Peace of Mind? Let's talk about those first 7 Maiden albums. Where would you put it? Would you think is it better than the first Iron Maiden album?
No, I don't
Is it
think
better
so.
than Killers?
Yeah, I think it's
I
better
think
than
it's better than
Killers.
Killers too. Is it better than Number of the Beast?
No, I think Number of the Beast, Somewhere in Time, Power Slave, top 3. Personally,
Okay. What about Seventh Son?
yeah, I think it is better. Yeah.
Interesting. Would you agree with all that?
What do you
y'all
think? What
already
is it-
know I'm not as big.
What's
of a
your favorite
Maiden
album
fan as
besides
you guys.
Power Slave? Somewhere in Time, probably.
I don't know. That's pretty hard, man.
Somewhere in Time is
I do
amazing.
love Somewhere in Time. Yeah, I don't know if it's better than Number. I would love to do that battle, dude. I think we should do it because
Yeah.
that's pretty freaking
That
close.
would definitely be a fun one to watch.
'Cause you know I have
and
a
don't
couple-
forget to subscribe or you'll miss it.
Thank you,
There you
Sam. Always plugging. But you know how I feel about Number of the Beast. There's a couple songs on there that have just aren't my favorite songs on planet Earth, and there's a couple on here too that we'll get to that I'm like they're okay, but there's none that I like truly dislike. I love the first Maiden album. I would take it over it just because I don't know what it is. I think it's a feel with that album.
It is,
But that's
dude.
another one that we should probably battle against because I think a lot of people would take Peace of Mind over the first Maiden album. But there's
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
think
Phantom
so,
of the
too.
Opera, Prowler. I love the
Transylvania.
Transylvania is a
Yes,
great
dude.
instrumental.
What
Iron
is it,
Maiden,
Running
the
Free?
song.
See, I can't.
Running Free.
I can't listen to the self-titled song anymore.
What's that?
Specifically because on Shogun Trivium's
Oh, covered
album,
it?
yeah,
Yeah.
they had that cover that
That's right.
I fucking love.
I do. That was a great cover by them. Wow.
Trivium
They
does
knocked
some
that
good
song out of the
covers.
parts. Yeah, they do. That one was, yeah. Damn, I'm glad you brought that up. But I still prefer the original because it's the first one I heard.
Oh no, I
if I had never heard
agree.
it
It's
before-
great, but I can't. I have trouble listening to it because I hadn't heard the original.
You want that
before.
harder, yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't heard the
Yeah.
original version before I had heard Trivium's cover.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I knew Iron Maiden before that, but I had never listened to the first album.
I got you. I think the big reason that I like the original more is because Paul Di'Anno's attitude has been very hard to like replicate.
Yeah.
You know what I
It
mean? Like
is.
that's the one thing he had over Bruce, it's attitude. And like he just the way he likes his little swagger through that song, I made it's gonna get ya. Like, it just gets me every time. I love it.
Oh, so here's what I was talking about with Keeper of the Seven Keys. So that's the back album jacket. That's what it's
Okay.
supposed to look like.
Yeah. Okay.
That right there. That's what the sticker actually. That's what the sticker looks like. It's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like the back
Oh,
jacket.
gotcha. Okay, here, let me show JJ.
And-
So it's like it's supposed to be like, and it came out
Oh
like.
wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'll send you those photos if you want to green screen them or
Oh,
something.
we'll throw them up
we're
right there.
gonna
My
have to.
God, got to now. Yeah, and the other thing with these two albums, like I talked about earlier, is the production. I think the Iron Maiden production is significantly better.
Oh yeah, dude. I
And
think
that
so.
that's no fault, like to the popularity and the budget of the band being obviously bigger and stuff.
Obviously, that's going to be one thing.
Yeah.
The original producer for this album, for Keeper of the Seven Keys, actually got fired while working on it.
Did he
Are
really?
you serious?
Yeah.
Is there a
Wow.
story behind that? Do you
We
know?
don't know much. We just know that there are two producers that are listed. One of them had some demos worked on, and they stopped working on it.
Wow, interesting. I wonder why
Yeah,
that
that's
was.
interesting.
But no, I think the one thing is because in metal, I like having the riffs and the guitars at the very forefront, and in the Halloween album,
It's very vocal forward in Halloween.
yes, very vocal forward, and I think that like the mix holds the kicks and the guitar. Like I don't know what's going on, but I can't hear them as like. Maiden is just so pronounced with the guitars.
Yeah.
Like they are in the mix
Yeah.
where I need them to be, and
The
the bass
guitar
too.
driven.
Well,
Bass too,
Well,
actually.
there's also there's less going on with Iron Maiden.
I agree.
Actually,
Yeah.
they have a good mix of everything.
well, they
dude.
have a good mix.
Yeah.
It's a well-produced
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
It's
I mean, we already
fucking
talked about
fantastic.
who produced it and engineered it.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, like everyone's doing their own thing, but they know when to play their part to cut through in the mix.
Yeah.
While everyone is adding to it.
Yeah.
And with Keeper of the Seven Keys only being their third album and going through lineup changes, Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1, I think it was Kai was sick during the production of that one. So no, it was Michael Wycroft that was sick during the production of the first Keeper of the Seven Keys. So he practically didn't write anything on it. Part 2, he was the one that wrote pretty much everything. Kai Hansen kind of took a backseat, did a few of the songs, and I've written down who wrote each song for both of these albums.
Would you take
Got
part
you.
2 over part 1?
Part 2 over Part 1,
Yeah.
honestly. This is just to me, it's such a great album. It really is.
Now, later in their career, did they have better?
Production gets a lot better.
No. Not like I just
sorry.
meant like. Was it their best album for you? Is Keeper Part 2 their best album?
I do think that, as far as my favorite songs go, this is definitely my favorite album. I think the songs I prefer less, there are better songs on the other albums, if that makes sense.
Okay,
Ki-
gotcha.
kinda
But
kinda
just as a holistic standpoint.
as a whole, yes, Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2 is probably my favorite.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
All right, guys.
But I see it like Hybrid Theory versus Meteora. One has
okay,
one
that's-
is more even kilter, while the other one has more highs than the other, but also more lows than the other.
Got you. Okay, got it. All right, guys. Let's get back into the mix. Track number 5. Oh my God.
Do we even need to? I mean, we can talk about it. We're going to talk about it, but 1, 2, 3,
The
Trooper.
Trooper, yes. Come on,
The
guys.
Trooper. Yeah, the Trooper versus We Got the Right. We Got the Right. I will probably never listen to again.
It's not that bad, dude.
It's not. I will say.
Doesn't do a lot for me.
I will say this literally with the album on the record player, with this being the final track of side A, just letting it go from beginning to the very end of side A, it has this nice payoff to the rest of it.
Okay.
The solo is a vibe, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's not bad.
On its own, I
Yeah.
definitely agree. It's not. It's
okay.
not. It's not my favorite song on the album by
Yeah.
any means, but it's a great way to finish off side A.
Okay.
But the Trooper, how can
The
you
Trooper is just on a
The
different
Trooper's on a
planet,
different.
dude.
Do we need to if you haven't heard the Trooper, like why
Who
would you?
are
even be,
you?
Why would you even be listening?
Top 3
to this?
Iron Maiden song ever?
Top 1 for me.
It's number 1 for
Number
you?
one?
Wow.
The Trooper, it's number 1 for me.
The
Oh,
Trooper's
man.
got to be top 5
Yeah,
at least.
Top
if
five.
I would
not
say
top
probably
3.
Aces High shortly behind.
Would you
know what?
take it
I'm
over
flipping
Number
I'm
of the
flipping those
Beast?
two. Sorry.
Yeah, oh yeah, I take it over Number of the Beast.
Fear of the Dark.
I take it over Fear of the Dark. Yeah.
Hollow be thy name.
Oh, now
No,
you're
it's all
asking
bad.
questions.
I was gonna say I hold Run to the Hills. I hold Fear of the Dark. I hold all of those pretty high up with the Trooper. Obviously,
Yeah.
the Trooper's beating them all out, but I do want to change what I said specifically. Aces High, I do hold over Trooper.
Yeah?
Aces High. Yeah.
I
will
would
say
take
that.
Hollow be thy name and Run to the Hills over to the Trooper.
I wouldn't
Personally-
take Run to
I
the
would say
Hills.
Run to the
I
Hills
would
over
take Run to the
Trooper. I
Hills.
like
But
Run
I
to
would
the
take
Hills,
Hallowed
though.
Be Thy Name. I take Hallowed Be Thy Name, Phantom of the Opera, and
Ooh,
Wasted
that's
Years.
close.
I would take all 3 of those.
Wasted Years, that's a great
Wasted
song.
Years is probably
yeah.
my favorite Iron Maiden song.
Their opening track, I think, is their best on that album. That song's amazing.
The opening track on which one?
Somewhere in Time, called Somewhere in Time.
Like the song?
The actual, yeah,
I
the
need to
self-titled.
listen to
Yeah,
that
it's
damn
amazing,
album.
dude.
I've been told for years I
Dude,
need
you
to
gotta
listen
listen
to
to
that
it
album.
again. It's
No,
incredible.
Caught Somewhere in Time is fantastic. You did. I just forgot it. Oh yeah, that is the first
That
one.
song's
Fuck, I do love that
amazing,
song.
dude.
Yeah. God, but
It's
that's not-
definitely the best opening from all their Maiden tracks.
No,
I think.
dude, Wasted Years is like,
Yeah, lyrically, it's amazing.
That song
too,
gets
dude.
me every single
Yes.
time. Like, and it's the lyrical thing. Like you said, it's the fucking the lyrics. But yeah, I would take those over. I would take those over the Trooper. But the Trooper is like, it's perfect. There's literally nothing I can say bad about it. Like, I don't understand how you could like any type of metal and not like the Trooper.
The structure is incredible.
Like, it is one of the goated metal songs of all time.
I would say that is the god of triplets.
The God of Triplets.
Yeah, just fucking galloping the whole fucking way through. Just fucking gallop.
If you don't know the lyrics to the song, like, or just singing, or don't know it,
You don't even know the lyrics. You know the vocal melody to it. You can fudge your way through it whether you know the lyrics or not. It's
just fucking incredible, dude.
it's a fucking great one. But yeah, so we got to go with the Trooper. I mean, that's just,
That's an easy one.
I don't feel bad about that.
That's one of those bingo cards you just put free on.
Yeah, that's a free space right there.
space.
The Trooper is a free space in this challenge.
the Loteria
The
cards.
Loteria, dude, you gotta do it.
You're an idiot, dude. I love it. All right, let's go to track number 6. Still Life versus Save Us.
Come on, dude. Come on.
What?
I think we're gonna have some disagreement here.
Too.
Okay, it's an easy one in what way?
Still Life's amazing. Still Life is
Still Life really did. Okay, the one thing about Still Life that I didn't like as a kid and I still don't like is the stupid fucking intro. With the
yeah, but
backwards.
once you get past that, the
Once you
song
get past
is
it,
insane.
It's so good, dude.
Like, it
I
Save Us.
agree.
The reason I think it's been put on, it's like a fucking Motley Crue or Skid Row song.
So that's
Yeah, like it's one of those that they had to put it for the U.S. that was big at that time. So it's something that I think they just put there just so they could gravitate to U.S. fans.
So that
Interesting.
isn't 100% true. I mean, that's probably why they moved it from a bonus track over onto the main track. I can 100% agree with that. I wouldn't say Motley Crue because that's definitely a little bit too. It's not as heavy as
It's
what we're
almost
talking
like
about
hair
here.
metal though. The song itself.
I don't necessarily think hair metal. It's definitely not as power metal as some of the other stuff. But that's why it wasn't written for Halloween.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was written by Kai Hansen for Gentry was the band, written back in 1982. So he carried it over from 82 all the way over to 1988. And just a reminder, this is also the same guy that left Halloween to go form Gamma Ray.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because I do agree with Deja, and I'm sure you agree too. It's just there's a stylistic difference with this
definitely.
song. Like, it's kind of like, okay, but it was
It's a banger. It's a fucking banger. I love it. I love that song.
No, it's a good song.
I don't know if I
do
love
too.
it. It's acceptable.
I don't
like
love it either, but I think it's a good song.
But it was,
personally.
sorry, just to clarify, in the original release, this was a bonus track.
In the original release, this was a bonus track.
Okay.
So much
I
that
could see
it's
that.
not. It's not even on my vinyl. It's
That's
not even
what
on
I was
there.
trying to get at.
Yeah.
Is that I don't think it fits on the album.
It doesn't fit in the
Yeah,
album.
I
It's
don't.
very
I
different.
don't disagree. Honestly, the only reason I said to move it was because one, I had an excuse
Yeah.
to because that's how it was, and two, the last 2 tracks between these 2 albums, I think that those 2 fit together so well that I wouldn't want to put Save Us up against the Tame Land, and I wouldn't want to put Keeper of the Seven Keys.
Yeah,
up
and we
aga-
needed it
up
because
against
we chopped off the
Sun
intro.
Seal.
We wouldn't also keep an intro. So I understand why we kept it, but I agree with JJ. I think it's easy. I think Still Life is a significantly better song. Save Us, yeah, it's. So tell me why you love it so much. I think that's a better question.
So honestly, I'm going to start with saying with Still Alive, I'm not a big fan of the verse.
Oh, really?
personally.
Okay.
Like everything else, yeah, it's great, but I feel like the vocal inflection, when he kicks into the more powerful parts, yes, but the softer parts, it feels like it's kind of meandering to me.
yeah.
And when it picks up, yeah, it's
Meandering.
definitely fucking
Wow. Wow. That's a you know what I'm saying, that's a little hurtful, all right, buddy. I'm gonna neander something. But okay, so you think it's but tell me about Save Us. Like I just like in your perspective, why is it so great of a song? Because you said it was amazing. I don't know I don't know how it's amazing, and that's why I'm asking.
So for
you.
me, I think it's really one of those things that it's because it's almost a palate cleanser from the rest of the album. It's like everything else is taken, so it's very power metal, obviously.
It's straightforward.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
straightforward. It's less cheesy than the rest of the songs as well. And also, again, if we think about it, We Got the Right, the song before it, was the end of side A. Theoretically, this would be the start of side B, so it's okay for it to be something it just throws in. It's something a little bit different. For me, I got more like if you took Judas Priest and cranked it up just a little bit heavier on that end.
Interesting.
I love the intro riff. I love when the vocals come in. It's definitely just, I'm belting it the same way that some of the contemporaries around us would be. It's not not vocal harmonies as much until you get to the chorus. And yes, the chorus is a little plain vocal wise. It's not really all that special. But I think for me, it's mostly just the fact that it just stands out. Maybe not in the best way, but it's definitely. It's something that just gives me a chance to separate from the rest of what's going on.
I
Got you.
Yeah.
I think another thing that I would take away from Still Life, the two things: the intro with the backwards word. Second, when Bruce actually hits the line where he says "peace of mind."
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? That's like one of my least favorite parts.
You had to put in the
No,
title.
but it's just so weird, the effect he puts on his voice, and it's like so up.
It's out of place.
It's
It's out of
so bizarre. But besides that, I love the song.
Yeah, me too.
In case anyone cares, it's inspired by H.P. Lovecraft and Cthulhu.
Really?
Yep.
Just sold me on it more.
Just sold it.
sold me like, oh, because the nightmare thing and the.
Yep.
Interesting.
As you stare into the abyss stares back.
Oh, big hit.
Dude.
Big hit. All right, so which one are you going with?
I mean, I'm gonna say Save Us. I already know I'm losing this one, but I'm standing by.
I have to
I'm
go
going
Still Life, dude.
versus- Come on.
The
What are we doing here?
The
Come on.
guitar work is just on another level.
All right, guys, let's go on to track number 7, Quest for Fire versus March of Time.
I think this is really close. I personally
This
think
one was closer to me, and
both are awesome.
both are awesome. Okay, let me think about that. Awesome.
Seriously? I think they're both great. I really
Quest
do.
for Fire is good. I don't know if I would say it's awesome.
For me, I feel like it's one of the weaker songs on the album.
I agree. I think
it's the weakest song on the album, I think.
Yeah.
But the song itself is good.
So it's
Okay, it's the second weakest. I think Revelations is the weakest. And
I
then
think
that's
you're
the
wrong,
fourth.
but okay.
What are we? What?
I told you this. I think Revelations is the weakest on the album. What is the weakest on the album? This one? I think it's
I think it probably could be this one. It's one of the next. It's one of the next 3.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
Oh, you're
around
crazy,
here, but
dude.
Definitely.
Sun and Steel and Tame is way better than Revelations. You're crazy.
No, they're
dude.
not better than Revelations.
I'll
dude.
play my next riff
Sun,
after this.
Sun and Steel is not better than Revelations.
Oh,
Anyway,
Sun and
we can talk
Steel's
about that
great.
later. But I think, to be honest, this one was a lot closer. Like, I think March of Time is a pretty solid song, man. Like,
It is, dude. I just think it's very fast paced. Like you can get into a circle pit, like if you play like at Vakken or something.
Yeah.
It's a heavy
March of
riff.
Time?
Yes, dude. There's a heavy riff.
solid.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we'll kick it up a little bit. And I had it against, well, obviously because I had to move the track a little bit, but versus Quest for Fire. I don't know. Quest for Fire's okay. Like, it's good.
It's very straightforward.
It's just like it doesn't really do much for
No,
me.
nothing
It's very
really
cheesy.
at all.
The beginning,
It's
the Quest of Dinosaur, whatever it said. I forgot
it
what
was
it
a
in
said.
time where dinosaurs
Yeah.
walk the earth.
If it was in a band other than Iron Maiden, it might be their best song because it's Iron Maiden.
That's high praise. Yes.
But like
Yeah.
in Iron Maiden's catalog, I don't think I'd ever listen to this again. Like, it's okay. It's
agree with
okay.
you.
It's like
I agree
no
with
no
you.
one really
If they-
stands out in the song.
I agree. If they played it live, I'd go get a beer.
Wow, dude, you're
I wouldn't-
crazy.
I'd be
dude.
like, oh, guys, anyone need a drink? Oh, we're gonna play Quest for Fire. All right.
This
I'm
is
gonna go
another
get-
one that's a grower, dude. I mean, it's not as good as Still Alive or this is second weakest. I can't even say it.
I think it is the weakest, dude.
I will say that during the harmonies, like the harmony parts before the solo, I do like how the bass really adds to the harmonies.
Oh
during
yeah.
that.
What they do
Yeah,
so
there's-
well
there's
is the
good
dual
parts.
guitar, which
Yeah,
raises the
exactly.
song.
Yeah, but no, dude. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go March of Time on this
Yeah,
one.
same here,
This is
dude.
the first time I'm voting for Halloween.
I think the solo
But
wrecks, man.
I think Halloween does a better job at Halloween on March of
Wow,
Time
dude,
than Iron Maiden does
praise.
as Iron Maiden. Yeah, there we go. See, Sam?
Thank you. Even though March of
It's
Time
that
is not
pity
one of my
party.
favorite songs.
Wow,
No,
God damn.
I do really enjoy March of Time. And one thing about it, I'm going to go ahead and quote something from one of my favorite TV shows really quick. And I'm going to see if y'all can guess what show it is, and I doubt y'all will. But Time's arrow neither stands still nor reverses. It merely marches forward.
Doctor Who.
No.
Adventure Time. Oh,
No.
just kidding.
BoJack Horseman. Pretty much, you cannot change your past. All you can do is move forward with it.
That's pretty cool. That
And
is
to me,
cool.
that's definitely always been a big thing for me.
I like that.
Yeah.
So
I
you
dig
go
that.
March of Time?
I'm going March of Time.
Same here, dude.
Wow. We actually got one.
We agreed.
All right, guys, let's go.
The first two won.
Shh, stop that. Sun and Steel versus I Want Out.
I don't want to hear what y'all have to say about Sun and Steel because I Want Out is my favorite song on this fucking album.
I was
Wow.
about to say I Want Out's I would also put it number 1 or 2. I think
Yeah.
it's.
It
I
reminds
can't
me of
believe it's at
Judas
the
Priest,
end.
dude.
Yeah.
It's such
It
a
does.
solid song. And the
It
funny
is.
thing is, I didn't want to like it because I'm like, I went out. This is going to be some cheesy power metal crap. And I put it on. I was like, dude, this song's really good. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
it fucking kicks ass. It's on my
Yeah.
karaoke set list.
I think-
it came on on my way home from work today. I was singing along to
Oh,
it.
hell yeah. There you go. Yeah, I think this one, You Walk Alone and Eagle Fly Free are probably my 3
Yeah,
favorites.
Eagle Fly Free is my number 2, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I went out solid. Whereas, like, I can't say that for Sun and Steel. Like, Sun and
Sun
Steel.
and Steel's good, dude.
It's
The
good.
dual guitar is awesome.
Literally
man.
the same exact argument that I had for the previous song. It's like, yes, if it was in another band's catalog, it might be one of their best
Yeah.
songs. But in Iron Maiden's catalog, it's good.
I mean,
it's solid, but
this
I'm
is
not
an
like super excited about
This is
it.
an album with the Trooper on it. You can't really.
Yeah, dude, the Ace. That's the real thing. Is the a lot of this? They've already swung so hard with Where Eagles There, Revelation, Fly to the. I love Revelation. I don't know what you're talking about. Fly to the Icarus, Die with Your Boots on, the Trooper,
Yeah,
Even
so-
Still Life, and then it's like it's just so much that you get to these and you're like, yeah,
Wow, dude.
No,
The
no,
dual
se-
guitar is great, dude.
No,
In fact,
seriously,
I
by-
want to play
by-
that little riff right there.
By this point, once side B starts, I've heard the Trooper. After that, I could switch albums.
Wow, dude.
wow.
No,
Okay,
the back catalog's good, dude.
like you wouldn't. Okay, honestly, what Sam is saying, if we're listening to the record, right?
Yeah.
And
The actual vinyl
and
on
you,
an
and you
actual
have
record player.
vinyl and you're hanging
The
out with your
Trooper's
friends.
N.
Well, because
And
the Troopers are at the start of side B, so I have to flip it at least for that.
Oh, okay. If that's
Yeah.
the case, never mind. The whole argument just went away. What I was about
Yeah.
to say. So I'm glad you didn't let me get my point out. Okay, so what was it? Sun and Steel. What'd you want?
158.
158. Okay.
I just think the
158.
song is no filler. It's straight to the point. The dual guitar is great. Solo's good. It
do-
does everything.
I love the story.
Dude,
Yeah, it's good.
it's catchy, bro.
It's good, but Maiden has done that better in almost 100 other songs, dude.
Yeah, it's
Like,
true.
come
It's
on.
true. It's just their dual guitars are
yeah,
great.
but that's
It's who they are.
it's who they are. It's in their
in
DNA.
their
Like I
DNA,
said,
yeah.
if it was anyone else, yeah, I'd be like, dude, wow. But then it's like, yeah, but how many other Iron Maiden songs have a dual guitar that's better than that?
That's
dude?
true. I mean, you're right.
For me, the big thing about that song is actually just the story behind it, what it's about. Because this one, we're getting into the literary shit again, is about Masashi Miyamoto. Sorry, Japanese. I sometimes have trouble with when my handwriting sucks this fucking much. But Masashi Miyamoto, one of the greatest samurai ronin and philosophers of the time period.
Wow.
62 undefeated duels.
60
Take it up a
fucking
notch, dude.
two.
Number one song.
I'm undefeated in the pit, and I've gone to more than 62 shows.
But one of the things that's also really funny, I think it might have been an inspiration for a lot of things, because his particular family crest is pretty much exactly the Sharingan from Naruto.
Oh, is it really?
And Trivium's little
Yeah, their
emblem where it's the
logo.
three
That's
together,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So very influential for a
Legendary.
lot of stories. Very
Yes.
legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The song isn't, but Miyamoto
Yeah.
there was.
Song is, but I won out. That's like we said.
Wow.
So,
Well, do you think it's-
freaking good?
No, it's a great song. Yeah.
But would you put it in the top of the album, or where
It's
would you?
probably number 3.
Number 3?
Yeah.
It is literally Kai Hansen dropping hints that he's trying to leave the band.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Literally.
Is it really?
Yeah. That's
That's
exactly it.
crazy.
That's
And
hilarious. That's
multiple-
not how I took it at all.
multiple
That's so funny.
well, that's not, I mean, yeah, like we're not going to take it that way, because for us it's literally just, I'm tired of people telling us exactly how we need to live, what we need to learn, this and that. I just want to live and
Yeah.
be myself. But one thing that I absolutely love is the amount of covers that have gotten this. Fucking Hammerfall in 1999
Oh wow!
released it as a single with Kai Hansen on guitar and vocals.
Nice.
And that same single also had a cover of Man on the Silver Mountain.
Oh, that's
Big
cool.
hit.
That's
Yep.
cool.
That'll always get me going.
And Hansen also performs it with Gamma Ray and Unisonic, his other two bands.
Nice.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a solid song. I like. Is it a staple for them live? Do
Oh,
they play it live?
definitely.
Oh, okay.
Dude, does he hold that note Like, he plays it for like fucking 20 seconds, dude.
I do
That's
not
insane.
Think he does not hold that. Well, now that they have the extra singers, who the hell knows? He
Oh,
might.
yeah, I guess you're right, right?
That's the only reason they need the extra singers in the
Yeah,
first
that's the whole
place.
reason.
Dude,
Just
that,
the
he
20
holds it
seconds.
for a
But no,
long
that
time.
dude,
Yeah.
it's insane. The thing is, though, this was '88. This is easily during the time that they could have just taken the tape and stretched it out for that. So
I don't think so.
I don't think
I
so.
don't
It
think
does sound like he's hitting it the entire
Yeah.
time because you can feel a little bit of fade out with
Yeah,
it.
100%.
Goes.
Okay, so we're going I One Out.
We're going
I
I want
guess
out.
it is.
You
It
were
was
not
tough for
going
me.
I Want Out?
I
You
don't
went
know. I was
Seven
really
Steel?
torn. I wouldn't know what I would have gone with. I would have lost anyways.
Well, just
But
pick one. You
I-
gotta
I-
pick one.
I want out. I want out.
He
I
wants
want
out. He wants
I
to
want
leave.
out, dude.
That's it. I'm your co-host now. I'm the co-host now. JJ, look at me. Look at me.
All right, guys. We're on to the end here. Track number 9, To Tame a Land versus the Keeper of the Seven Keys.
I am sorry.
We're
This
back
is
to
a
we're back to
blowout.
the Dune reference.
This is a blowout.
I'm sorry.
Interesting.
This is a blowout.
In what way, JJ? Tell me.
To Tame a Land is a masterpiece, dude.
how
Lyrically,
how is
the
Keeper,
guitar work is great.
How is
dude.
Keeper of the Seven Keys not a masterpiece?
Sam, I could
it
go on a
doesn't hit
rant.
me,
I
dude.
could go on a diatribe on why I don't think it's a masterpiece.
I'm not saying
I
necessarily
feels like
that
it's pieces mixed together, dude. Personally, it just doesn't
It's
mesh
disjointed.
well.
Well,
Yeah, there you go.
it's disjointed.
Because the
Yeah.
whole thing is a power metal rock opera. It's meant to be each part is a different act. That's why it's Keeper of
Sure,
the Seven
but acts-
Keys. It's the different parts out of
Just
it.
make a
And-
fucking different song.
And here's the thing: Keeper of the Seven Keys, Part 1 and Part 2, were supposed to be a double album. The label wouldn't let them do it.
Wow.
Yeah, so this was supposed to be the big finale for both albums. This big thing that is exactly 13 minutes and 37 seconds long. It is lead. It is literally lead.
I can't
It is
believe
their
that.
longest song until
It might be my least favorite
Kings for
song
1,000
on the
Years.
album.
I agree with that because I will never be able to put it on a playlist just because it's too long, it's too disjointed. But
It's insanity.
But
It's just-
as a whole, again, with the lyrics, this is another one where the lyrics are very important because again, it's supposed to be
You're
about
probably right.
because it's about
Could be true.
because about
Could be
keeping
true.
Lucifer locked away so he cannot get back into our world. He needs to toss each of the keys into the 7 different oceans or Lucifer will come back, and he's trying to tempt him the entire time while the blind seer is telling him that he can do this.
But Sam, what if a diver just goes in and grabs the key out?
That would be a holy diver.
That would be a holy. Remember you were saying about like talking to Lucifer to up your skills?
Yeah.
Maybe they should have done the same thing because this song is so, dude. It just there's no blending of parts. It's
Yeah,
just
dude.
random, and there's cool stuff, but
It's pure
doesn't-
chaos,
It doesn't
man.
make sense.
I
It
th-
doesn't
I-
make sense to me.
I completely understand where y'all are coming from, but I think if y'all gave it a little bit more time, sat down with the record playing, beer in hand, something else in the other, I don't fucking know.
I'll do
But
it.
I think you could. I think you might have at least a little bit more appreciation
No,
for it.
I appreciate the musicality. If they can perform that, because it is very like all over the
Yeah.
place. Awesome from a technical perspective, but from a listener perspective, it's just like, where the fuck are we? Where are we
Where's
going?
this going?
How does this make
I
sense?
agree.
It's just like I don't. It's just confusion.
To Tame a Land,
I
there's
think-
build up, there's
I-
everything to it. Yeah.
I see it more like what I see it as like a really big influence for bands like Dream Theater and Symphony X coming along later. They're putting out these big epics doing the exact same thing. You can't tell me Pull Me Under doesn't have some of those moments.
But
where
we
it's that
already
disjointed.
had the prog era of the '70s that does all this times a million. Like, come on.
They were influenced.
They were
by that
influenced,
as well,
but they took-
and
they-
they helped bring prog and metal
I got
together
that.
for the '90s.
But for
and
this song
2000s.
specifically, they bit off more than they could chew.
I
Like
think
that's
so
how
too,
I
dude.
see it. Like I'm just like you try to do a prog epic, and this was not it.
It didn't
Like,
work.
I
I'm
don't know.
sorry.
I personally think it did. Personally, I think it did, and I think To Tame a Land is way too literal to the source material of Dune. The
That's
lyrics,
a good thing. How
That
is that
is,
a bad
dude.
thing, dude?
because there's one thing about literary integrity and making changes and making allusions, and then there's another thing literally writing about the book.
But the
It
book is a banger,
it is so literal to the book that they wrote to the author to allow them to title it Dune. His fucking people said that he refused to let them do it because if there's one thing he loathes more than rock bands, it's rock bands like Iron Maiden.
Wow.
Wow.
Frank Herbert. Frank Herbert said that?
Yep.
That's
I'm gonna go look it
crazy.
up.
Yep.
Well, I love Frank Herbert, but his opinion is wrong. That song smacks, dude.
The song is good.
I
dude.
feel like if there was more subtext to it, if there was more subtlety to it with the lyrics, I think I could enjoy it a little bit more. But then at the same time, we were just doing.
But the song has a lot of substance to it, dude. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. Keeper of the Seven Keys also, and that's an argument
It's all
against
over the
that.
place.
Okay, but outside of the lyrics, musically, what do you think of To Tame a
Musically,
Land?
I do think that To Tame a Land is a very good song. I do think that it is very well produced. For me, I just feel like at a certain point, I'm already done with it.
Okay.
Yes, the guitar parts,
Whatever you say.
the fucking
I'm not going to
bass-
get mad.
The
I'm just
fucking
going to
bass
say,
behind
okay,
the dual
Sam.
guitars, yes, like always, every single person is doing their job in the band, doing what they need to do to sound awesome. This is Iron Maiden we're talking about.
And Iron Maiden singing about Arrakis, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
And the Spice
Come on.
Melange.
The Spice Melange, dude.
As I said with Rise and Fall.
Did you finally end up checking out the new movies?
So, I am halfway through the second one.
You didn't watch it. Sam,
So-
we already
so-
are going to have...
That's
well, you
on
know what?
Max, dude. You gotta watch it,
that's
yeah.
why
That's
I watched
pretty
it.
long. It's pretty long.
Yeah, so give me just a moment. I'm going to need a little bit of sip for this.
Have you seen them? Have you seen the new movie?
I haven't seen the second one.
How the fuck do you two go see every
It's on
goddamn
Max.
Marvel movie and you don't go see fucking... I can't, you
because
guys,
I
like, my brain breaks sometimes.
Because Spider-Man is my only hero that isn't named Cliff Burton.
I bought tickets
but
for
that's
Deadpool
Spider-Man.
3.
That's got nothing to do with Ant-Man and all his fucking friends.
But
Fuck
I
'em.
need to know what's happening, and something that happened with Doctor
Exactly,
Strange
dude.
and Spider-Man
They
connects
all
with
mesh,
something
dude.
that happened with Thor that may have happened with Ant-Man, which then may have happened with Tony.
That's why I bought Deadpool 3 tickets already.
You should see Deadpool 3.
I'm
sure
glad
it'll
it's
be
not a movie debate show because I'm already shaking from the idiocy that I have to listen to.
But allow me to say this about Dune, because as I watched the second one, everything about it was fucking amazing. There was nothing wrong with it when it came to directing, writing, casting, acting. Even the pacing itself was what
Yeah.
it needed to be.
And
But
I think the creative differences from the book made sense for transitioning it to a movie. Like,
Yeah.
I thought that was a really smart move on Dennis Villeneuve? Villeneuve? I don't know how to say his last name.
So for me, I have the same problem with this movie that I had with the original Lord of the Rings trilogy. And again, not talking shit about those movies. I have the same thing that I would say about those that I say about Dune. Everything about them is very well made. I do not have the attention span to sit through all of it. That is my big issue. Shauna and I got through the first half of Dune 2, and then at a certain point we're just like, man, this is very well done, but it is dense as hell. And then we click the remote and go, we're only a little over halfway done. We're going on. We're going on sabbatical on this one. We're hitting
Sam, the
pause.
next
We will
thing
come
we're
back to it.
we're gonna
We
get you
will
in-
come back to it. I promise. We will come back to it.
We're going to get you into some transcendental meditation. We're going to work on your focus, and then we're going to go back to Dune.
The word
Wait, so you
the
can
word
sit
meditation.
through 13 minutes of disjointed shit, but you can't sit through fucking
Well, that's
Dune?
why it's
Music,
disjointed.
music requires less focus than a movie does.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. I can let the music play in the background. That's what I always do. I'm at work with music playing in the background. I'm driving with music playing in the background. I'm playing video games with
Music's
music
life,
in the background.
bro.
Music is my life. That is very true.
I agree. JJ, I can't believe that you haven't seen it either. I mean, that just hurts me in the head. But
I will see it. I will. I promise.
well, you can't see it in theaters anymore, so you fucked up.
Yeah. I
It's
did.
on Max.
I want to see Furiosa, whatever it's called. The new Mad Max movie.
Yeah, that just
looks
came
good.
out. I haven't heard
That looks
anything
good.
about it
You
yet.
got good reviews.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Fuck reviewers and fuck you. No,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
that's right. Fuck reviewers.
fuck
kidding. reviewers.
Well, we were
No,
saying
music
fuck metal
reviewers, yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's too specific.
Also, fuck video game reviewers.
Oh yeah, dude. No, honestly, like when it
7.8 out of 10. Too much water.
I think like
know,
at
you
least
know.
for music, for movies and video games, I have found independent people that I like their opinions.
I
Like
agree.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
I agree with
I like the
that.
way he
Yeah.
looks at it. I have not found that for metal yet. Maybe that guy that used to be on YouTube that we talked about, Cover Kills Nation. He had some really
that's
good
been a
takes
while,
with this with the glasses. I don't know if you guys ever
No, I've
remember.
never seen him.
A little bit more obscure, but kind of like us, like DIY. He
Okay.
would go through. He had some takes that I was like, dude, I can respect it because, like I said, he was judging it to the band, not to like want it to be something else.
Exactly.
And his taste was all over the place, so I did like that. But other in metal, no, I don't. I have not found it.
It's way too wide of a genre.
Yeah, and I've given enough
is.
people chances where I'm like, I just can't with you guys.
Like I've said with Loudwire, multiple times fucking up. Multiple times.
Well, Loudwire is almost. Actually, I shouldn't say this. So I don't know.
I like
but
Metal Injection better.
Metal Injection, I actually
but
do
both,
like better.
I would say they're syndicated, right? So, like, I think that is similar to IGN, where you're getting a different person making the review every time.
oh, yeah,
right?
of
Is it-
course.
or I'm sure there's a couple similar.
I'm sure
ones,
there's
but-
consistency.
But
throughout.
IGN, it's a rotating door. It's always someone like, okay,
yeah, they
who's
do
this?
have different writers. That some of them are freelance writers, some of them are staff writers. So yeah, you're gonna have a lot of them where it's like, oh, this is an article that I put together that's like the top 5 bands that are bigger than Metallica, and it's like, well, you're wrong on that, but please continue. And then they name the most mainstream bullshit that doesn't even sell anywhere near as close to what Metallica has sold.
And I'll never understand why certain. It might be money, it might be marketing. I don't know. There's just like, why did you give these guys the spotlight? I don't understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes they put the spotlight on bands and I go, what?
Well, a lot of the times it's all it's click engagement and it's rage baiting.
I'm sure it is, yeah.
Because the more people that you
They
get mad,
push
the more
Sleep
people that
Token
are
a
going to
lot.
comment.
Yeah, that's true.
Like bands like Sleep Token, Vended, they push all those
Yeah,
bands
and like
a lot.
I'm not fans of any of them, but like I don't dislike them or anything.
I've
It's
heard
like
good
you
things
do.
about Sleep Token just because of like their diversity and what they're doing. Vended, I can't really speak upon because I know it's the kids of Slipknot guys, but I've never checked out the music.
Yeah. They pushed Code
and nepotism's
Orange for
really
a
hard.
long time. Remember
Oh,
that?
I
They
remember
pushed
them
the
pushing
shit out of
that.
Code
Yeah.
Orange. Code Orange is cool,
They're all right. I was never.
I don't
a
like
fan.
their new stuff personally. Personally, I'm not a
right? I
fan.
mean, they're never going to be like, oh my god, Code Orange, but. Like I do like seeing them live is cool. I think it's just that guy's voice, the screamer, like who was the drummer or whatever. It's kind
Yeah.
of annoying. But that song they did with Billy Corgan on the new album was I
That's
thought
cool,
that was
yeah.
really cool. It was like, wait,
You're a
Billy Corgan?
you're a Billy
Billy
fan now,
Corgan?
dude.
That's a
Yeah, you're a
weird
Billy
one. That's
fan.
a
He
weird
came in
one.
on a Code Orange song? Maybe dude, after I saw them live, I got converted after seeing Smashing Pumpkins. Anyway.
And we were talking about that because I'm not a Smashing Pumpkins fan at all.
Yeah, no, I really I always thought
No,
the
I
music
like them.
was good, but then I saw them live and I go, oh,
Yeah.
this is why they got big, because his
get it.
voice cuts through the fucking heaviness
Yeah.
and you can always hear it.
I do think that
and
that
it works
would
better live.
That would probably be the deciding factor. On
100%. Anyway, let's wrap this up. So Tame Land gets the point. JJ, give me the
I'm
score.
not
What
happy
it
about
is.
that, but I'll accept it.
I'm super surprised. 5-4.
5-4.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh my god, way tighter than I thought it was going to be.
I am
I'm
okay.
surprised.
I am okay with that. And
I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with
Hey,
that.
the songs that I loved, y'all loved too, so I'm fine with that.
No, honestly, at the end of the day, no, I'm really glad that at least you gave me a reason to listen to this album because of it's
It's important.
it's very important in the history of
world.
metal.
Yeah.
It's important to epic metal, to power metal, probably even to folk in some regards. But it's something that I've always heard about that I was like, all right, it was good to have a reason to give it a listen, an honest listen,
Yeah.
and someone who loves it as much as you to push me and be like, no, it's badass because of this. So I did really like it. But going up against Maiden in my mind so hard because Maiden is
yeah,
just,
no.
I love Maiden.
I
with all my
I
heart.
went into this knowing that this was not going to be a fair fight. I knew that Halloween wasn't going to win. I just wanted the songs that I really wanted to win, and you'll have to roll back on the footage on that one. But I think that happened for me. The two big
Yeah, I
ones
think
were
so,
I Want
yeah.
Out and
Eagle Fly Free.
exactly.
And You Always Walk Alone. Y'all are wild. But anyway.
Those are great. You're crazy.
It's over now. It's
Anyways,
over.
anyways.
All right, guys. Well, at the end of the day, Peace of Mind is the better album. If you think that Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2 is better, what's their opinion, JJ?
You're wrong.
Absolutely wrong. Don't ever listen to Sam. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, guys, thank you for checking us out.
Peace out,
Like
guys.
and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.
You.